These are all the announcements from the PlayStation Showcase. Hello friends, welcome back to Hyper4Games. My name is Joseph, and oh my god, we had an amazing showcase. PlayStation broke the guns in the form of Insomniac, God of War, and more. Let's recap through everything that was announced. The showcase started with PlayStation's new Play Has No Limits ad campaign that has the viewer on a reimagined journey through chess that uses a fantastical city as the playground, paying homage to several games. After that, we had a teaser trailer for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, coming from developer Aspyr Media and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment in partnership with Lucasfilm Games. They're rebuilding this classic and acclaimed RPG from the ground up with new features, visuals, and more, while keeping the story and characters intact. The game is set over 4,000 years before the event of the original trilogy, introducing new heroes and villains as they fight for the fate of the galaxy. We still don't know when this remake is coming out, but it will be a PS5 console exclusive at launch. Korean developer Shift Up unveiled their first console title called Project Eve, a hack-and-slash action game set in the not-too-distant future where mankind is expelled from Earth after losing a battle against invaders called Natives. You take control of Eve, a survivor of the paratrooper squad deployed from the colony, who must fight through powerful enemies with the help of new comrades. It will take advantage of the PS5 power to show its post-apocalyptic landscapes with graceful graphics and haptic feedback to amplify the experience. Combat features fluid and deliberate moves for attack and defense, where you must learn enemy patterns and counter with precise timing. No release date was given for the game, but it reminded me of Bayonetta and I love it. Tiny Tina's made an appearance at the showcase, bringing with her the gameplay debut for Wonderlands, the magical spin-off from Borderlands. It features Tina welcoming everyone to her fantasy world formed with majestic towns, mushroom forests, foreboding fortresses, and more. It also introduces the main villain of the game, the tyrannical Dragon Lord, who is obsessed with ruling the Wonderlands. You can explore the overworld as an interactive tabletop zone, kinda looking like an old-school JRPG. You will find a wide variety of enemies like monsters, skeletons, sharks, and colossal bosses that you will be able to fight with unique and powerful weapons, devastating spells, and skills for frenetic first-person battles of up to 4 players in co-op. You will be able to create your own hero and mix and match between 6 unique skill trees via their multi-class system. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands launches on March 25, 2022, with pre-orders available now on PSN. A $60 standard edition gives you access to only the PS4 version, while the next level $70 version has both PS4 and PS5. Square Enix and Luminous Productions brought Forspoken, formerly known as Project Athia, sharing more information on the story that sees its hero Frey Holland, performed by Ella Balinska, a smart young woman from New York that is magically transported to the world of Athia, a land of fantasies and nightmares. Playing as her, you'll need to harness new abilities and battle terrifying monsters and enemies, including the Tantas, matriarchs who have control of the land. Joining Ella will be Jonathan Cake playing Frey's companion Kof, a magical sentient bracelet that helps our hero, Janina Gavankar, the strongest Tanta in Athia, Hila Sidel playing Yohidi, an archivist that guides Frey, and Monica Barbaro playing Auden, a young woman who accepts Frey in Athia. Music is brought from God of War 2018's composer Bear McCreary and Gary Skyman from the original Bioshock. The story is written by Gary Whitta from Rogue One, Amy Hennig from Uncharted, Alison Reimer, and Todd Stashwick. It's a console exclusive coming spring 2022. Next, there was Ubisoft's Rainbow Six Extraction, showing the global team of Rainbow Six operators who have formed a containment team to eliminate an alien parasite threat known as the Archean throughout 4 key regions in the US, New York, San Francisco, Alaska, and New Mexico. It's out this January 2022 with 12 large-scale PvE maps, over 90 weapons and rainbow tech, 13 dangerous enemy archetypes, 18 Rainbow Six operators with deep leveling progression, a ranked mode, and the unique missing in action gameplay mechanic where you can lose an operator in action and will need to execute a rescue mission. All this along with crossplay and cross-progression support across console, PC and cloud with Ubisoft Connect. After being leaked last week, Alan Wake comes to PS4 and PS5 for the first time ever remastered from the folks at Remedy and Epic Games. It features the complete Alan Wake experience with both expansions, the Signal and the Rider, all wrapped in a graphically enhanced experience with new models, UI, textures and sound effects, updated environments, cutscenes, and a brand new making-of commentary. The game runs at 4K 60 FPS on PS5, while on PS4 Pro users are able to choose between performance at 60 FPS or quality 4K resolution, then the standard PS4 version runs at 30 FPS. DualSense features are also in for PS5, bringing a unique feel to each weapon, and activity cards track the progress for each chapter. You will be able to connect the dots with the AWE expansion from Control, the other Remedy game that introduced Alan Wake to PlayStation players. Grand Theft Auto 5 Expanded and Enhanced has been delayed after a rumored November release. It will now come on March 2022 with a range of technical and graphical improvements for both the main game and GTA Online. New and existing PlayStation Plus members can still claim 1 million GTA cash on PlayStation Store for GTA Online until the game is launched on PS5. GTA Online will also be free to download as a standalone edition exclusively on PS5 from March 2022 and for up to 3 months. Another console exclusive coming from Bethesda and Tango Softworks, Ghostwire Tokyo awakens you in the modern cityscape after a mysterious fog has caused nearly all the population to vanish with no idea where they have gone or why. Otherworldly visitors attack the city led by a masked man known as Tchia and his acolytes that include agile spirits like headless high school students, flying dolls, and faceless ghosts. You will need to master Ethereal Weaving, a powerful art that allows you to use spiritual energy to wield the powers of wind, water, and fire, where you can combine them to take on all of your foes. Tango brings a next-gen PS5 experience with cutting-edge detail and fidelity, ray tracing, 3D audio, and taking advantage of the SSD to make exploring Tokyo with near zero load times, while using the DualSense built-in audio to enable a sixth sense that brings voices from the other side. Finally, DualSense adaptive triggers and haptic feedback to simulate executing each ability. Ghostwire Tokyo arrives as a PS5 console exclusive in 2022. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy from Eidos Montreal provided more information on the epic space adventure you can embark on this October 26 for PS4 and PS5. It's been less than a year since the Guardians were formed as a group of heroes for hire. Then at the beginning of the game they set off a series of events that enables the Universal Church of Truth to rise again and threaten the universe. The Guardians will be supported by Cosmo, an extremely powerful telepath dog who is the head of security at Nowhere. And the Guardians will go after a World Mind, a massive supercomputer composed of the memories of the Standard Civilization, which will make them cross with the Nova Corps. The trailer also features Star-Lord's elemental blasters that can be transformed according to his needs for combat and exploration, since they are tied to his DNA. So buckle up as the game hits in a little over a month. The free-to-play third-person vampire battle royale game set in the world of Vampire the Masquerade is coming to PS5 later this year. Its story takes you to the old town of Prague, where rivaling vampire factions are thrown into battle after a treacherous betrayal. You will have to use your supernatural powers and weapons to dominate the night, with each of the clans providing for a variety of playstyles with unique abilities. Bloodhunt targets 60 FPS on PS5 and uses the DualSense controller triggers for a unique feel for each weapon and 3D audio to immerse you in the game. Deathloop made a final appearance before the game launches this Tuesday, September 14, as a PS5 console exclusive from Bethesda and Arcane Leon. You play as Colt, and the only chance for you to escape the island is to end the cycle by assassinating 8 key targets called Visionaries before the day resets, with one of these targets, Juliana, haunting you throughout your playthrough. The game is a first-person shooter with roguelike elements where you will have to learn tactics and gather intel from each loop. Kid A Mnesia exhibition was shown afterward and is an experience that brings original artwork and recordings to celebrate the 21 years of Radiohead's classic albums. The visual experience arrives on PS5 by way of Epic Games this November. AWSEB, and sorry if that's not how you pronounce the name of this developer, is creating an open-world tropical adventure called Tchia based on its homeland culture of New Caledonia. As a little girl, you can soul jump and control any physical object or animal in the world to travel, solve puzzles, and uncover secrets. Or you can just take a break and look at the amazing art while playing the ukulele. Oh, and you can also pet the crab. Tchia comes to PS4 and PS5, but no date was given. Uncharted is coming back now to PS5 and PC with the Legacy of Thieves collection, putting together both Uncharted 4 A Thief's End and the Lost Legacy for you to rediscover or play for the first time. If you never played it, don't sleep on Lost Legacy. I seriously can't wait to earn 2 more platinums in this series. The collection comes out in early 2022 for PS5 and shortly after for PC by way of developers at Iron Galaxy Studios. After that came a 10-minute non-stop first-party back-to-back presentation that stole the show, starting with the unexpected Marvel's Wolverine coming from Insomniac Games. It's a standalone game led by creative director Brian Horton and game director Cameron Christian, who worked on Miles Morales. Wolverine was brought up in several meetings between Insomniac, Sony and Marvel when they were thinking about their partnership beyond the web slinger. Just like their Spider-Man games, they want to respect the DNA of the character while making it feel fresh. The game is very early in development and promises an emotional narrative tied with cutting-edge gameplay. Next up was Gran Turismo 7 coming to both PS4 and PS5 on March 4, 2022. In the trailer they showed how you can get creative with the livery editor and make new designs for your cars. Or take photorealistic shots with the Escapes editor featuring 2500 locations across 43 countries. You can even share your favorites with other passionate car fans. The campaign brings back historic circuits like Trial Mountain and High Speed Ring. GT Auto also makes a comeback with modifications for your car like wheel changes, white body modifications and more. Then we were back to Insomniac for Spider-Man 2, continuing the journey of Peter Parker and Miles Morales in their most epic single-player adventure yet, as they have to work together to take on Venom, voiced by Candyman's Tony Todd, and seemingly Kraven the Hunter. Yuri Lowenthal and Nadji Jeter return voicing both heroes, and the game is led again by creative director Brian Intihar and game director Ryan Smith. The trailer showed Peter and Miles fighting together against a bunch of goons with new skills like Peter's Iron Spider-like spider legs, new electric powers for Miles, and even tag team takedowns. It's coming exclusively to PS5 in 2023, and man, these guys, they don't sleep. Well, I guess it's in their name. To close the show, we had an epic first look at God of War Ragnarok featuring a mix of cinematics and gameplay. The story picks up a few years after the events of God of War 2018, where the winds of Fimbulwinter have reached Midgard, challenging the survival of Kratos, Atreus, and Mimir. Despite Kratos and Atreus build their relationship in the previous game, there's still the fact that Kratos knows about the prophecy he saw in Jotunheim and wants to keep his son safe from defying the gods, while Atreus is very curious about its heritage and role in the conflict that will consume the 9 realms. Freya and Thor will be the main antagonists after the events of the first game that saw Freya swear vengeance for the death of Baldur, while Thor is suffering the loss of his sons and half-brother. A bunch of combat sequences were in the trailer that highlighted new skills from Kratos using both the Leviathan Axe and Blades of Chaos, plus new rune summons for Atreus, as they took on familiar and new mythical creatures. God of War 2018 only features 6 realms, but Ragnarok will have all 9 realms available to explore, including the previously unreachable Vanaheim, Svartalfheim, and Asgard. All the cast makes a return with Christopher Judge as Kratos, Sonny Soljic as Atreus, Adam Harrington as Sindri, Robert Craighead as Brock, Alastair Duncan as Mimir, Daniele Busuti as Freya, plus new characters like Thor voiced by Ryan Hurst, Laia de Leon Hayes as Angerboda, Osman Ali as Durlin, and Ben Pendergast as Tyr. There's someone not returning, and that is director Cory Barlog. As announced on the post-show, Eric Williams will step up to direct the game, something that has been a tradition for the series, while Cory works on unannounced projects. God of War Ragnarok comes to PS4 and PS5 in 2022. And there you go, that's everything that was announced in what I think was a great PlayStation showcase that leaned a little too much on third-party games that we had already seen, but paid off with some amazing surprises. Even if we didn't get that much from all of their studios like Naughty Dog that was barely there, or other studios like Sony Bend completely missing. We still have some reveals to look forward to in the future. But what did you think about this PlayStation Showcase? What were your favorite games announced? Or did you have any dream announcement that didn't make it here? Share your thoughts in the comments below, like or dislike to show your feedback, check out other videos you may like while you're here, and consider subscribing for more PlayStation content. My name is Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!